Hi, in this video I'm going to be recreating a look I did on myself 2 years ago when I renewed my vows with my husband in Cyprus. Now, we got married in 2005, I had to think then, and we got married in Cyprus and we loved it so much, and everyone that came absolutely loved it, that we vowed to do it every 10 years. So 2 years ago, on our 10th anniversary, and with 2 extra kiddies in tow, and with a couple of our family as well, which was lovely, we went back to Cyprus and renewed our vows. It was gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So yeah, 8 years to go until we do it again. I know it's mad, but life is short, and it's an excuse, isn't it, to save up and go on a lovely holiday and do something really, really lovely, and to show our kids that, you know, me and my husband adore each other. So I know, okay, that's a bit too much cringe. But anyway, so I wanted to go for like a champagne gold dress, and I managed to pick up a stunning, stunning dress for £70 from TK Maxx. It took me months to find a dress, and it's beautiful. It was all lace. It was really, really lovely. Like you've seen in the beginning of this video, a couple of photos taken of me, and then I'll put a few on the end as well. Yeah, really, really, really happy with that dress. I basically did all my hair and makeup myself. The makeup, which I'll talk you through, I'll apply it on my face and I'll do a voiceover, and I'll talk you through, you know, keep the makeup fresh and staying put in summer months, and also, you know, especially taking into account age as well, and what works and what doesn't work for like hooded eyes and skin, etc. So you might find that a bit interesting, hopefully, anyway. And for my hair, literally my hair took me about 10 minutes. Okay, I did curl it beforehand, but then from finishing curling to the finished look took me about 10 minutes. I was in a massive rush, really, really, really busy, because I had to do my daughter's hair, I had to do my son's, I don't know what I was doing with him, shoes or tie or something like that. So yeah, so I was a bit stressed, but I loved it. The actual final look, I loved it, and especially, you know, with the beautiful, beautiful garland on my hair, it really stood out, and it made my gingery hair really, really stand out with it as well. So as you can see, I've tanned, because I was tanned when I was in Cyprus, fake tan. And I'm not sure if you can see in this light, but I dyed my hair last night. I'm normally a gingery colour, but for the summer I usually up the intensity anyway. So this is roughly this sort of colour I had when I went to Cyprus 2 years ago. So I want to try and create a look very as similar as possible. And I'm going to put on my jewels. I won't put on the dress, because I don't think that might fit me anymore. Although, I don't know actually, I'm roughly the same weight now. But anyway, I don't know where the dress is, it's somewhere in the house, but I'll put my jewellery on so you can see sort of, you know, what I look like. So, on to the video. So I'm going to do my makeup first, and I'm going to speed this up, and then I'm going to do a bit of a voiceover, like I said. So yeah, so if you're interested to see like a summer Bohemian bride look for hair and makeup, please stay tuned. Thank you. So I forgot to say that on my face already, I've got, you know, the usual serum, hyaluronic acid, moisturiser, SPF, that I applied about 2 hours ago. And what's on my skin now as a prep is a CC cream, and I absolutely adore this CC cream. It's, I'll turn it around this way, so it's the English. It's by Bourjois. There we go. And what it is, it's 24-hour hydration, SPF 15 again, apricot for anti-fatigue, green for anti-redness, white for anti-dark spots. Now what this does, it just gives me a gorgeous, gorgeous, very thin covering on my skin. So it's like a primer, but for summertime I always wear these. I love them. And then I don't wear my foundation as heavy. I just apply foundation really where I need to, just that little bit of extra coverage. But generally I would wear this on its own if I'm going to the beach or anything like that. So on holiday or whatever. If I'm not tanned, if I'm pale white, then you can see all my redness and everything. When I've got a bit of a tan on, it sort of disguises it a little bit. So yeah, so I've got this on, and I put this on an hour ago. And the reason I wait a long time between applying the makeup is because when you're talking about a wedding, you want the makeup to be, you know, you want it to be flawless, or as flawless as can be. And once you start applying all your daily skincare routine products, such as your serums and moisturisers and everything, then slapping this on top as well, and then you're applying your foundation and concealer and whatever, you can tend to end up with a bit of a sloppy mess. Sometimes. It all depends. Obviously, you know, you sometimes wait in between applying each product, but for the wedding I think it's really important to actually apply and let it seep into your skin naturally and give it a little bit of a break. So this, as I said, I put on about an hour ago, so my skin feels great, it feels lovely and ready to apply the foundation. So it's just a little tip really. So on to the makeup now. So the first foundation I'm going to put on is Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum, and then I'm going to mix it with L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte. So the Bourjois is in shade Vanilla and the L'Oreal is in shade Sand. And the reason I mix the both is because I've got the light sheerness of the serum foundation and I've got a touch of the matte with the L'Oreal. If I just use the L'Oreal, it'll just be a little bit too heavy for the day makeup. And you know, being it hot outside, summertime and everything, it's not for me. I don't like a face with a thick coverage of foundation. So I find mixing these two foundations together works really, really well. So I'm just going in with a second layer. Concentrating on the bits that I really want to cover, like my broken capillaries and my pores and fine lines. So next I'm going in with Yves Saint Laurent Touch Éclat. Now the reason I'm using this concealer as opposed to some of my others which I actually prefer for daytime, this concealer is brilliant at brightening the area underneath the eye, but also in photography and videography it sort of reflects or deflects the darkness from the eye, which is really good. So I'm also going in with it's Benefit Boing Airbrush Concealer just on my broken capillaries and just a bit of redness on my cheeks. Then I'm going to set it very lightly with Vichy Derma Blend. It's a translucent powder and I'm using a Vintage Company brush. I'm just using a tiny bit and I'm rubbing it all over my face, just giving it a slight setting. And then I'm going in with the Real Techniques Kabuki brush. And I'm using a Benefit Hoola for contouring. Now as you can see, I just apply this in a very short line from my ear to the outer corners of my eyebrows, pointing downwards towards my lips. So this is where the natural shadow on your face appears. So I'm just accentuating that. And it's a matte colour, which is really good for contouring. And I blend it a little bit above my forehead and on my chin. And then next I go in with Bourjois, and it's a bronzing palette, and this has got a slight shimmer, so I'm applying it just above the contouring, and what this does, it just highlights that area, so giving a bronze look. And I'm applying it all over my face really, well, in the places that catches the sun. So this just lifts up my face. Next is Le Brush, L'Oreal, and a blusher, and I'm using a Real Techniques brush again. You can see that I'm dabbing it and I'm going upwards. This is especially quite good for people that are aging because it gives an illusion of lifting the face. So this is Dandelion by Benefit, and it's a brightening powder, but it's also got a pink tint and a slight shimmer. I love it, just a tiny bit all over the face, and it really brightens up the face. It's lovely. So next I'm going in with the Balm. It's a highlighter, and I'm using Iconic London fan brush, very lightly. just to give a little shimmer.
Next I'm going in with Rimmel Instafix, and I'm with a little powder puff thing. Just very, very lightly again underneath my eyes, just to set the concealer. So then I'm just buffing out the edges where I might have gone over. So there, it's just quite a natural look, a bit of definition, a bit of colour to my cheeks. So yeah, so I'm going in with my eyebrow pencil now, and this is by Rimmel, and it's in shade Hazel. Now I've got an underactive thyroid, and unfortunately since I was diagnosed probably about 10 years ago, half my eyebrows don't grow. The outer corners of my eyebrows just don't grow. I might have the odd one or two hair, but they don't grow at all. So I think I love makeup, absolutely love makeup, applying it, putting it on other people, but one of I think my least favourite things to apply myself is my eyebrows. I just wish that I could have thicker and full eyebrows, not just half eyebrows. But I find going in with a sponge, with a buffer, just lightly buffing it, it just takes away the harshness of sometimes what the pencil can give, because I don't want a really thick, fake looking eyebrow. I want it to be as natural as possible. So also going in with Benefit Gimme Brow in shade 1, and this is just to add texture to my eyebrows really, and then just filling in with my eyebrow pencil. I'm using NYX Control Freak. It's a clear mascara, well no, clear eyebrow gel I should say. And for my eyes I'm going in with a Urban Decay Naked palette. I absolutely love this palette. It's a mini version, so handy. So as you can see, I'm using the lighter shade, and I'll be moving my way up the palette. Now these shades are matte, which I absolutely love, and I'm using a Eco brush to apply. So I'm applying the matte, it's pale, I can't remember the colour now, but it's the palest eyeshadow. So I'm going up in shade. I'm using Real Techniques Deluxe Blending Brush. Because I'm now getting a little bit older, I've noticed that my eyelids are drooping a little bit, so I've got to be really careful with the type of eyeshadows I apply. I just can't get away with anything anymore, so I tend to stick to matte underneath my eyebrows, because if I stick to a shimmer, a slight shimmer is fine, but if I put too much shimmer underneath my eyebrows as a highlight, it can accentuate my hooded eyes, which is not what I want. I tend to stick to shimmer above my on my lids then generally. So I'm just building up the colour. I'm using a sleek palette as well, and there's like a purpley shade there, so I'm just blending that in with another Real Techniques shading brush. So I'm concentrating in the corners and also bringing it in just slightly underneath my eye as well. So I'm shading out of the corners because I've got quite small eyes, so I want to give the illusion that I've got quite large cat eyes then. So I'm just showing you there that in order to minimise the look of the hoodedness, I have to bring up the darker shade up a little bit higher, just on my bone, just slightly above it. So going in with a L'Oreal eyeshadow, this has got a slight shimmer in it, and I absolutely love this. So I'm just highlighting the inner corners of my eye there, and then blending with my finger. I find using your finger is quite good sometimes, and you can really get good things. So using a darker shade in the corners underneath my eyes again. It's all building up and building up, all different shades. So I also go underneath my eye with the white highlighter. Going back to L'Oreal Le Blush, I absolutely love this as you can see, to apply on my eyes. It just really pops the colour, just gives a little bit of definition to my eye makeup, just a little bit of colour. It's gorgeous, and especially because I got the colour on my cheeks as well, and because I blend the blusher up, it sort of all blends in quite nicely. So I'm just going back in with my eyebrows now, tidying them up, gelling them. And then using that puff, I'm just lightly going underneath, just getting rid of any excess shadow and tidying up the corners, because I don't want a big lump of highlight in the corner. I want it to quite blend in. Next I'm going in with my Soap and Glory Super Cap Black Eyeliner. Now I'm going to do a thicker flick than what I normally do. I wear eyeliner nearly every single day. I'd say 5 out of 7 days I'm wearing eyeliner, but generally for, you know, just daytime wear, it's just a thin little line really. But as this is a summer wedding look, I am thickening it up a bit, because I think, as I said in the beginning of the video, the makeup needs to be a little bit more accentuated than what it normally is in order for, you know, photographs to take well, or to show that you are wearing makeup. So I normally wear, because the Vintage Cosmetics company I should say, eyelashes, and they call Betty, and I can't find them anywhere. I bought some recently and I can't find them, so I've just gone into my cupboard and I found some Eylure ones. Because I got quite small eyes, I've had to chop them. So I've made them shorter towards the inside of my eyes, because I don't like it when the eyelashes are really long and the same length from one end to the next. I like them to be like a swoop, you know, longer on the outer corners. So I'm just fixing them. I quite like these, they're long enough for me, but not too thick either. I find when I wear thick fake lashes, I don't know, it just doesn't suit me. I've tried many. So just going in with mascara. This is Soap and Glory and it's called Thick and Fast. I don't really need to layer a lot of mascara as I've got the lashes on, so I'm just blending them all together. Yeah, and going under my eyes. My eyelashes change all the time. 1 month my under eyelashes seem to be long, the next they're short, and they're short at the moment, and yeah, not very good for putting mascara on without smudging, unfortunately. Excuse the mirror. I haven't got anything to hold and I keep forgetting that it's right in front of the camera. So I didn't show this, but this is a BarryM and it's glitter dust, and I'm just slightly, as you can see, just dabbing it in the corners there. Only a slight bit, just to pick up some highlight. Going in with a Real Techniques brush just to smooth out and smooth everything over basically. And then next I'm going in with a Rimmel. It's a white eyeliner pencil. I find this brightens up the look, brightens up my eyes, and really makes your whites of the eyes stand out. So I'm going in with Mercier lip pencil. And I can't remember the shade. I will write everything down in the description box below and the names and everything, so if you're interested to know what makeup I use. Now this lipstick is years old, it is ancient, and I absolutely love it. It's by Boots number 17 and it's in Toffee Waffle, yeah, I've said that right. I absolutely love it. It's so long lasting, and oh, I would love to buy it. I'd love to buy it, but I can't find it anywhere. So finishing off with Urban Decay Fixing Spray. And there you go, that's me done. Right, so I've done my makeup. This is makeup for my skin. It all depends on your skin type. I've got quite a few imperfections. I've got, you know, broken capillaries that I need covering, a lot of texture on my face. So even though it looked like I was putting a lot of foundation on and stuff, it was very light layering, and I mixed it with a serum foundation, a Healthy Mix by Bourjois, which really lightened the look as well. So I think main aim for me is that
my eye makeup is darker than daytime. But you tend to go a little bit darker for wedding days. Nothing wacky, nothing out of the usual, nothing out of the ordinary, I should say. Stick to what you know best and what suits you and your face and how it feels like on your face. That's why trials are so important. But also a little bit more intense. So maybe if you wear an eyeliner, like a flick like I normally do, thicken it a little bit, elongate it a little bit. Eyelashes, wear falsies if you like them, that is. You know, if you wear like browns and coppers and eyeshadows, darken it up a little bit, even if it's in the corners like what I've done. It just makes your photos at the end of it appear that you are actually wearing makeup. And even though you'll see now in the photographs at the end and at the beginning of this video of what I look like, it doesn't look like I'm wearing a lot of makeup, but it looks very natural and very pretty, which is what the aim is. You don't want to look frighteningly garish. Garish, is that a word? Anyway, so this is my hair. It's a mess at the moment. When I was in Cyprus, I put my hair in Velcro rollers, but basically with rollers, if you can do them or you can get someone else to do them, so quick. You can bung them in your hair in about 10 minutes and they're done. What I do, I tend to spray each one with hairspray as I go along. Just gives it that oomph. And basically the aim, what I'm looking for with the curls and with the tongs that I'm going to use today, it's more body. It's more, because my hair is quite thin, it doesn't look, I like volume and I can't get a lot of volume out my hair because I want to wear it up. It's hot, you know, it's summertime. Can't bear the hair on my back, sweating on my neck. So I wanted to put it up. So what I'm going to be adding to my hair are little clip-in hair extensions. So I've already tonged them. So the clip-in extensions are going to be what's going to give my hair the definition, whilst the rest of my hair is basically going to be like the scaffolding. It's just going to hold everything up, bulk everything up, give my head a bit of body, or my hair a little body. So you'll see what I mean when I go along. So before I tong my hair, I've dyed my hair last night and I put some treatment oil on it and I've just left it. So it feels fine, it feels fine. But what I'm going to use is this Wonder Balm. I've used it in some of my other videos. It's by, was it Mercier and Fred, and it's brilliant. It's a little cream. So you just put a few squirts and you just put it into your hair. And what this does, it also protects your hair from the heat. Oh, the smell is gorgeous. It smells absolutely gorgeous. But what I find it does is that it keeps the curl. So if you've got hair similar to mine that you find you put rollers in, you put tongs in, and then like an hour later it's back to normal, flat and straight, then maybe this is worth trying. It just gives it that bit of oomph, that staying power for curls and waves, which is great. I don't like a big bushy curl on me because I don't think that suits me, but I do tong my hair quite often with a big barrel tong just to give it a bit of body. So this dries pretty much quite quick. So I'm just pulling it through. So now I've got to be careful. Oh, I had that pierced a few days ago. Oh, keep forgetting. It doesn't hurt until I touch it. So, right, for this I'm going to speed it up. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's, you know, Velcro rollers will do, or tongs or anything. It's just to give it that body. That is the main thing that I'm looking for. So I'm using, what am I using? It's a Remington little tong thing. Forgot what it's called. I'll just show you what my hairpiece looks like. Here it is. It's stunning, 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 stunning. I think I got it from Etsy. think the reason why I'm not quite sure is because I bought a few. I bought quite a few. I wanted something to really stand out my hair, like you can see. And this purpley colour, really pretty. So yeah, I ended up buying a few. Here's my clip-ons that I've curled earlier on. These are 100% Remy hair, and I've dyed it. Because I'm putting my hair up, I'm going to be, normally you'd put your hair in like that, wouldn't you, and clip down. But no, because I'm putting my hair up, I'm turning them upside down. And you'll see in a minute, I do have like a guide to put them in, and I put them in my hairline. So basically they're like that, sticking out of my head. But when you put your hair up, it just gives that nice, neat finish that you wouldn't get if you just plonked them like that and then push your hair up. So to start, taking from the top of my ears all the way around, grabbing the section. Again, you know, it doesn't matter if I wreck these curls because again, it's mainly for body, So I'll start with a 3 one. So you can't see now, but I don't know if you can see actually. No. So I'll push up, fold back, slightly above. I'm just getting sections. I'm just taking sections with my fingers. So going in with a 4. No, that's still a 3 one. Where's my 4 one? Sorry. There's my 4th one. So, which is going to be above the other one. So, pin that in there. Flick that back. Like you can see, it sticks out of my head, which is fine. So going in with the little ones, I'm going to start coming around the side. So where's that one? It is literally feel and clip. Feel and clip. Really slapdash. See, with curls you can get away with anything because you're not really going to notice that much. I am starting to sweat now. Oh my word. Right. Going in my 3rd one. Hang on. And then at the top here, these can be flat. So I'm making sure I've got a nice line to stick them on. Not too close to my hairline because my hair is very thin. I don't want it to stand out or to be able to see. On the day I had these little clips. They're just tiny little butterfly clips with the same sort of tone as my hair, and I found that just pushes up my hair. Look at these curls! I'm mad. But also I've got these clips, Kirby grips from Poundland. No, not Poundland, Primark actually, for £1. So I might pull a few of them in as well. So I'll just get them all ready. Literally, that's all I did. Position where I wanted, then pull out a load of hair just at the top. And around the front as well, because right, so I've got a little bit pulled out, yeah? Little bit pulled out from the top there. And it's in position, it feels nice. So leaving all these here, yeah, those need to come up there. Where's that, curls? Come on, curls. She's hot. Right, grabbing. So what I do is grab the hair and twist and pin. Can't really see. grab the middle, twist and pin, because the aim is to, or my aim was, to hide the actual band. To, you know, to hide the band of the garland, you know? Right. So then, start putting some things down. It is really, 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 really simple. And right, I need 2 mirrors now. No. Okay, so now I take a little bit from the top. Little bit. Right, so that feels really secure, and yeah, it does. It still looks a little bit a bit curly whirly whirly. It's really bouncy. But if you've ever tongued your hair before or curled, you'll know that it drops a little bit, which is good, which is nice, because it's still got that wave which you want. So I've pinned at the back. You can see I've pinned at the back. I've tried to hide the band. Hopefully you can see. I tried to hide the band, pulled a little bit of the hair out, try to hide those little clips if possible. Again, I'm just working off a little camera mirror and a little mirror. So with these bits of hair that are on the top, using a pin just to give a little bit of height, just pin them up a little bit. That's it, just so that you've got a little bit of oomph going on. So it's not just hanging, it's doing something, you know. Oh, I hope I'm making sense. See, I can't talk and concentrate at the same time. Yes, the jewellery I wore when I renewed my vows, but this is broken. That's why you're not seeing it all. It cost me £50 from River Island and I absolutely love it. This is broken. So for my earrings I just wore these little pearls and little things there. So you can sort of see that I've got it on, but it's just broken. See, it's broken. And then one of these straps have come off. So never mind. So yeah, so this hairstyle, obviously, you know, I didn't speed that up for you. It's just as it was, quick and easy. As long as you've got the body in your hair, you can pretty much do anything. And obviously with me, with the hair extensions, you know, I've got these extra little curls that I can play around with, which I wouldn't have been able to do with my own hair. It would have been pretty much quite flat-ish. Okay, I suppose, but, you know, push a boat out on your wedding day or renewal of vows. So yeah, this is all my natural. So these waves and curls, they drop throughout the day, and at the end of the evening, they were just like little waves, but it still looked pretty cool because it was still up, you know, it was still, the style was still there. This stayed in all day. I mean, that's all I've got in are those 3 little butterfly clips at the back, which you probably can't see because I've tried to hide them, and I've put 2 little pins in the top, but that doesn't even touch this. So I think this cost me about £20 from Etsy, and it's gorgeous. I love it. So, and there's my makeup then. My makeup stayed put all day. If I've given you any inspiration for your wedding day or a night out or a festival even, or whatever, a day out, staying at home, whatever you want to do, then I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you did enjoy it, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more makeup tutorials, hair tutorials, beauty unboxing, reviews, vlogs, a bit of everything really, then please subscribe. Thank you, take care, bye.